Hello everyone. Welcome to the another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the discussion is the bite-sized learning popularity, and to express their viewpoints on the same, we have with us Ms. Sadhna Jha, Principal of Rosie Public School UP. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. A very thank you to you.
So good to have you here. Thank you so much for taking out your time, ma'am. So let's start off with the session. Can we, ma'am?
Yes, of course.
Firstly, ma'am, I would like to ask you what do you understand by bite sized learning?
First of all, good evening and hello to all the viewers. And I'm privileged that I've been given an opportunity. Of course, from my schedule, I have taken out some time so that I can speak about the topic on bite sized learning. It's a very interesting topic and it has to be popular no sooner. It will be popular. It is a promising topic also and a promising something to do. What is bite sized learning? Uh, Everything, like suddenly I was discussing someone with someone in the morning today with my teachers. So, bite means you're biting and then you are trying to understand the taste, you're savoring it slowly and slowly. So, with this, we can say this is micro learning. I'm not asking you to be the chunks of eating, you are eating everything and putting it inside your mouth, everything, but breaking down the content into small pieces, manageable. Because nowadays education has become, uh, of course, a very serious topic, and education is, of course, all over. It is everywhere. It is anywhere. So, if bit and bite, we can do it in a small way. That means it will be whether it is a video, whether it is any learning, online learning, it is most promising for the students rather than taking all the chunks together and trying to understand. They perhaps the students will focus actively, and I have always told my student that whenever you study just a paragraph. That is enough for you. Whether it is a class 12 student or something junior, just read that one line or two line. Try to understand. So nowadays, what would we like to say do? We are the facilitators. We would like our children to understand so that they are able to design themselves in this environment. They are able to cope up, they are able to adapt in this learning process. So, little by little, chunks, small chunks, they are able to understand what they are doing and let the information come slowly and slowly. So, according to me, bite sized learning is little by little you are taking and you're trying to understand, let them enjoy what they are accepting, because you cannot force the students to take everything in a whole lot and be actively participate. Of course they will get bored about it, they will never like it. So learning everywhere, any. Hello.
Yes, 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 ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you can continue.
ah so this is what I was saying. Actually, there was a little disturbance. So, this was I was trying to say about the bite sized learning. Um, it is always the subject to make it more interesting. As I always do, I always prefer my teachers to make your routine study, you plan it out. It's no need of loading the students with everything. You give little by little. Something, same thing. There are slow processors in those classes also. They are not able to accept everything. It's just to ask them. You just ask them to learn just a question. So there won't be any load for them. Just one sentence or one word, you learn it. For them, it will be easier and it will make them much more active and happy. So we should not burden the students with anything. This small amount of learning will make the student much more promising and much more understandable to produce much more better results. So this is what I understand by bite-sized learning.
Very well explained, ma'am. Really, I must say that you have explained it very well. So, moving forward, what do you think that can bite-sized learning improve attention span?
Uh, of course, they will improve attention span because in such a competitive era, you need the students to concentrate a lot in lots. They are unable to take up all everything in one go. So by little, they are in a hurry. So if you just give them in something slow, something little by little, so it is much more understandable. Even they are hurrying outside the house or they are traveling. So if the modules or the videos are in small, 1 to 15 minutes, it's more than enough. But at least they will understand the main points. Uh, I think before there were lectures and long lectures, the students would sleep away their time also. Some would gather it, but nowadays you cannot find the students to listen to the lectures. So if it such bite-sized learning will be promising if the students are given in a small quantity and they are able to accept what is in the future and they will able to understand, they will also be more interesting. There are certain students who are not able to understand anything. So what are the improvement we can do? This is the only way we can improve. We cannot force anyone. Uh, Nowadays, especially my school is in a rural area, and in a rural area, what happens that every child wants to take up science. Uh, the peers, the parents, the surrounding, everyone wants their child to take up science. Science is the most important subject for them, even though the child is not understanding. So for them, I have always told them, okay, you don't understand. You just do little by little and try to pick up those words which will always help you. And which is very promising. If little by little, if you understand this micro learning, you are able to understand, you are able to capture the most important images of life and also visualize that where are you going. So of course, I think in a classroom also, um, the 30 minutes or the 35 minutes in various school as it is given according to the timings, um, in that timing a teacher should break up the matter and try to make it much more interesting so that the child accepts it and perhaps he always pats his back saying that yes, I have learned something in a small amount, but yes, I have learned something. So, of course, this type of learning is promising for the students.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, ma'am, for your answer. I guess it was brilliantly explained by you. So, moving forward, I would like to ask you that do you think that bite-sized learning looks promising?
Of course, it is promising because the learning content has been broken down. The whole year course or a youth lengthy chapter is broken down, and the child is able to understand. At least he is does not get that fear. He is not scared about the matter that he is going to do so many pages. So by paragraph wise and by visualizing it, by diagrammatic ways, by acting ways, by making them understand that learning is much more. understandable, and the child is able to move in much more in an improved manner. So, of course, it has a lot of promising in a classroom, and they are able to understand. So, we are able to know that what the child is able to do, and the teacher is always having a single goal, like the teacher enters the class and knows that yes, I have to make an interesting environment where the child is able to pick up the smaller things. So breaking down the content will be promising for the students. This micro learning will always be a promising one.
Okay, ma'am, I truly agree with you, and thank you so much that you have put light on this bite-sized learning and make us understand that how much important it is. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
For all the viewers watching us, please don't forget to subscribe our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you so much, ma'am, and have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.